And with that, we're going to hit the third and final film of today, one I'm very excited to get into. We're going to talk about Queen and Slim, released on January the 31st, 2020, directed by Melina Matsoukas. We had Daniel Kaluuya as Slim, Jodie Turner-Smith as Queen, Bokeem Woodbine as... We'll tell you why we're laughing in a sec. Bokeem Woodbine as Uncle Earl and Sturgill Simpson as Officer Reed.
Wait, Uncle Earl, yeah, his face is...
We're gonna, we'll remind you in a second.
No, because I'm thinking of many things, but carry on.
A couple's first date takes an unexpected turn when a police officer pulls them over.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Hey!
I'm gonna get this out there nice and quickly. I wasn't entertained. Kyle, were you entertained?
Yes.
Yes.
Amari, were you entertained? Giles, were you entertained?
See the nose
No,
over there.
I wasn't
I
entertained.
knew this was gonna happen.
I wasn't entertained.
I can't even imagine.
I wasn't entertained.
We got 24 minutes. We got 24 minutes.
I wasn't
to discuss
entertained.
this.
That's very interesting.
So who do you want to go
Well,
first?
I tell you what,
Hands down.
the conversation is going to be more interesting than the film.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
100%.
I'm
Who
shocked,
wants to
you know.
kick this off? Who
I
wants
thought
to
this was
kick
going to
this
be an easy 4 yes.
4 yes. I was only thinking automatically.
No.
I was thinking how high are we going to get on this grade?
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Like, I thought,
Shall I go?
You go.
Shall
you
I
go
go?
first? Go on.
Wow.
Okay. Go on.
All right.
wow.
The one good thing about this film,
Wow.
yeah? One good thing about this film was the tone that it was setting. The way it was filmed, the angles, the lighting, the tone was there.
A la Midsummer.
And that's about it.
Yep.
Now I actually want you to go first because I want you to explain to me what the hell this film was about.
What the hell
this film was about.
Hold on.
Wait,
Hold on a sec.
There was multiple themes.
Yeah. I'm happy for them. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. You go on a Tinder date. Yeah, you're a fucking not district attorney. You're a defense attorney. A defense attorney. Yeah.
But I still think that could have been a lie.
Well, no, it wasn't because she got the uncle off for killing the mum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was a legit. She was a legit
Makes this even
defense
more
attorney.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I thought it gave
So
depth.
then within this incident happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cop goes mad, which was actually my favourite part when he went mad.
1 second. Why did the cop react like that?
He's a racist prick. Carry on.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
it
get
does
that.
happen.
I
It
get
does
that.
happen.
No, I get that.
In America.
In America,
I get that.
He's the
That's
same.
what's
He
going
is
on.
Taff. He's Taff's son. Yeah, we're gonna call him
Tom Tate.
Tate Taff.
Yeah.
Taff, racist guy's son. Carry on.
Okay.
Taff sounds like he's Welsh.
Okay, well, he could be. Anyway, racist. Carry on. Let's go.
Right. So this situation happens, and then the cop, for no reason other than he's a racist prick, as you said, he shoots the girl. Yeah. He shoots the girl. Then there's a struggle. He gets shot, and their first thing is to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That's not plausible.
What?
It's very plausible.
No.
Why not?
Hold
To
on a
go
sec,
on
hold
the
a sec,
run.
Hold on a sec.
If
Hold
you're,
on a
if,
sec.
To
if,
go
if you're in
on
a
the
situation,
run.
If you're not-
you might be scared. and
Hold on
run.
a sec. She's at the like. Do you know what? Do you know when that situation would have made sense if she wasn't a lawyer? She's a lawyer.
Nah.
So
Because she was a lawyer, she was that she wouldn't be able to beat this case.
that's bullshit. But she fucking got a uncle off a murder charge.
Nah, it's not the same thing.
Oh, but she didn't even give it.
Listen.
White cop being
Bullshit.
shot
That's
by
bullshit.
a black man.
That's bullshit.
And your instinct,
bullshit.
you never know what you're going to do in that situation.
We literally just watched
Why?
a real story
Why did
of black man going from death row to his yard, yeah?
Why
did-
Albeit over 6 years.
Yeah.
Albeit over 30 years for O'Shea's character.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's not plausible. You've got to run?
Sorry, the other good.
I don't think that's unrealistic.
That's bullshit. It's bullshit.
You could get into a fight or you carry a knife, you stab a man and you run off.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I forgot to say
that
the
could
other
be your
good thing
instinct.
about this film was the soundtrack. So there was actually two good things about
The
this film.
soundtrack is wavy.
Question: Daniel Kaluuya's character. You've just gone on a date, yeah?
Yeah.
Like you don't know this person, innit?
Yeah.
Like you haven't even had enough conversation
Yeah.
to attain if you actually like them like that.
Not even held hands.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then obviously a madness happens, and you now decide to up and leave your family, your life, and go on a run with this person.
He's scared.
He's scared. Like he literally said,
Are you- are
he
you
didn't
not-
even know what to do, and then she was like, "We
Okay,
can't
so
stay
let's
here."
let's put it down.
He wanted to call his parent, like he wasn't in control to start with. That was the point.
She
his
ran the
character-
lead. She ran.
Yeah, she was running
She was
everything.
the queen ran the lead.
Excuse me.
What do you mean, excuse
when
me?
when he shot the cop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cop's dead.
Yeah.
He could have left her. He doesn't know this person. He's just met her on Tinder.
Yeah.
You've just gone on some little 2-minute date in a diner. Now you've killed someone, and now you want to get in a car and drive away with this
jumping
person
in the whip,
who's
yeah.
telling him, no, we need to do this, we need to do that. Sorry, what? Can I ring my family? No, you can't ring your family. Okay, I won't ring my family. What?
Yeah, it's dumb.
No, but
Dumb.
no, it's not.
No,
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 it's
it's
not.
not.
No.
The whole film was dumb.
It's
Nah,
not.
nah,
The
nah,
whole
nah,
point of
it's
not
not.
calling the family is so they didn't get traced. The
Traced.
fact he called the family.
Again, and that goes back to
Okay,
being
so
a lawyer,
but hold on. So
understanding
the whole point of
tactics.
not calling the family was to get traced, but yet within hours they're traced.
within hours.
By the next day, they was all over the news.
Yeah, but
That's not based on their phone data.
That was just literally based.
That's not based on them tracking their
Well,
GPS.
I tell you what. She doesn't sound like she's a very good lawyer, and she sounds like she was a worse criminal.
Yeah, because she's not a criminal. She's not a criminal. She's not a criminal.
Oh, so why is she running then?
Yeah, that
Because
doesn't
you
make
would
sense.
That don't make
She already knew.
Why did people, normal citizens, riot? They're not criminals. The London riots happened. Lawyers were rioting.
For the
These
same-
things
what, in the film?
happen. No, not in the film. I'm talking about in the London riots that happened. People that had never committed a crime
lawyers were
in their life. It's true though. But these things happen. These things happen.
You're a lawyer.
Wait, lawyers are running into Argos.
Actually,
These
Carl,
things
lawyers
could
weren't
happen.
rioting.
These things could
Lawyers weren't
happen.
rioting in London because we don't have lawyers in London. We have solicitors.
Crying out loud.
We have
Lawyer
solicitors.
is a
and
general
barristers.
term. It's a general
We don't
term.
have lawyers in London.
It's a
in
general
England.
term. It's a general term.
It's a US term.
Yeah, but we use it in this country as a general
You
term.
go and find me a lawyer. Go and find me a lawyer over
But
here.
people just use that.
Yeah, but I'm
If
just
you got
saying.
a lawyer.
But listen,
Anyway,
That's
but
semantics.
listen,
Anyway.
but listen.
I'm saying that situation, you
Semantics
don't know,
exist,
you
by the
don't
way.
know what you would do. You can't just completely write that
No,
off.
Well, you won't be
no,
doing that.
That can't be the reason why you're telling me the
film
whole
was rubbish.
film
Yeah,
is
'cause
rubbish.
that's the start of the film.
Trust me.
That's the start of the film.
This film, for me, it was it's storyline driven, yeah, because this happens in like the first 10 minutes of the film. So it outlays
5 minutes of the film,
It
bro.
outlays the route that this film is going in. Clearly, this is a film about them being on the run. That's it. Like, well, that's because even when I was watching it, I kept saying to myself, no, let me wait. Something else is going to happen. This is going to go somewhere. This is going to make sense. There's going to be an uncover. No,
It's like,
the
what
whole
was they
film.
watching?
I did the
I'm
whole film.
confused, I'm
All right, so
confused.
explain it to me. Explain why this.
This
film,
was not a planned killing.
We know, we get that.
So why
Yeah.
are you saying, I need to understand where this
All
is?
right, let's
It's just
get past- let's
it's
get-
happening on
no,
the
but-
fly.
but let's
get
Things
past-
are happening
let's-
on the fly.
But it don't
so
make
explain
sense.
it.
It's you lot to get past. We're
No,
past
no.
it.
Explain it. So, all right, let's get past the murder. Like,
Okay.
I'll just put that to
Yeah.
bed for 1 sec,
Yeah.
even though it's
It's the plot. It's
staying up all
the
night. But
plot
anyway,
device.
So, all right, explain to me what else makes this film, however you felt about it. Like, I honestly don't understand.
Go on, man.
I actually enjoyed them finding out each other and learning about each other on the road, and actually their actual relationship developing whilst going through the journey. And it was key in seeing how different people in the community responded to them. So when they went to the bar for the official second date, it's smart because what have you been doing? Stressing out. Let's go to a place where I can de-stress and actually just be comfortable. Go to the bar, get some free drinks. Had his first drink. Did it make complete sense? You're under duress. What are you gonna do? You want a little rest and a break. And I can see you two both looking at me like I'm talking.
No.
crap.
I need to know.
definitely
I
looking at
need
me.
to know.
Yeah,
I
but
need to know.
this is okay. But for me, I enjoyed them learning about each other. And then when they went to get the car fixed, I'm charging you full price anyway. What? Because you're on the run and you're black? No, I still want to get paid. No matrix around here.
And again, I just want to talk about that scene because that scene showed two things. It showed, one, they wanted to get a discount because they were black, which is how black people think about black businesses, that I'm a black business and help me out, give me a discount. I thought that's
it's
what that
interesting
scene
you bring
was
that up
saying.
because I feel like we're
Yeah.
supposed to like this film because we're black.
Yeah,
No.
agreed.
I feel like we're supposed to automatically because it's. I don't know if is the director black.
I'll find out.
Okay, so automatically because the main cast is predominantly black
Yeah.
and it's a black film.
Yeah.
We're automatically as black people supposed to like it. This
Nah.
was shit. This
No,
was
it wasn't.
shit. This was shit. I'm sorry. This was shit.
Wow.
This was
I like
shit.
the themes of the film. I like
This-
the themes.
I was like, I was.
let's talk about. Yes, she is black, by the way, or she looks She looks like she might be mixed.
Well, Lena Waif wrote the script for
Is she black?
She's black, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So yeah, let's talk about
They might as well have brought Tyler Perry in
Afro-Cuban
this.
and Afro-Jamaican, so she's mixed. Let's talk about the themes. Okay, I get it. It's the whole, and it's funny because watching this after watching Just Mercy resonated even more. Like the themes resonated. The racism theme, as we'll go with. So okay, cool, I get it. This is going on in America. It's a hot topic at the moment. Police brutality, all that kind of stuff. Cool. This is a way or a sort of medium to look at it from a sort of alternative but yet still very relative viewpoint. I get that as well. I get that they've killed this cop. The video has been now put online. It's gone viral. We can all see that it wasn't deliberate. They're now being hailed as freedom fighters almost.
They're
Now people
superheroes.
are rioting. Kids are shooting the cops in the face because they're influenced by what they've... I get it. But it was too outlandish. This was just... It was just too ridiculous.
yeah.
But I think what was ridiculous about it?
I didn't like the cop killing the boy shooting the cop.
Why didn't you like that?
That was ridiculous.
Why didn't you like it?
Because that came out of nowhere. Like he met them.
No, that came out of the fact that he'd seen the
but
video.
that
He
doesn't
then met
make
them,
him
and now
a killer. That doesn't make you a killer. So I didn't see the influence that much for you to now.
No, neither did I.
bring
It was
out a
rid-
gun.
it was stupid.
So
It was stupid.
I did not
But
like
fit in
that-
with the rest of
that
the film.
scene. No, that scene was the only thing that I thought, and the only other issues with the film is that some moments it felt like the police were on their tail, and then some moments it was very casual.
Oh, and even when the police,
That's why I
just
didn't
because
like-
he happened to be black, caught them,
Yeah.
just still let them go.
Let them go, which could happen again.
You're telling me that couldn't happen?
That could happen.
Remember, right,
Because his position might be that
I'm a police officer and I'm black. I don't know which one I am more. And he was just getting... he
Yeah,
was just
because
basically
her
getting-
position was because I'm a defense lawyer and I'm gonna run.
Look, it was disjointed.
dumb.
man.
I'm very
It was
surprised.
disjointed.
It's dumb.
You know,
and I
it's
can
dumb.
see why. I get why you like this. I get it.
I don't think you do.
I know I get it.
I don't think you do.
I get it. No, because I've read reviews, I've watched the film, and I can see the appeal. I can see how
Yeah.
it's different. I'll give it that. This is a hot topic, but they've used almost fables. Bonnie and Clyde. I keep seeing that getting thrown around online describing this film.
Thelma and Louise.
So yeah, I get it. It's a modern story with an old twist. I get that. It looks great. Like the film, some of the shots, you've got the camera like when they're driving, some of the drives are picturesque. Some of the angles, you've got the camera outside, you've got the camera. Lovely. But the reality is, in a nutshell, they commit a murder, they decide to randomly go on a run, fall in love with each other, and get shot at the end. But not in a way that makes any sense.
To you.
To me, no, this is all my opinion.
No,
This
but
is all
you're
my
saying
opinion.
it, but it makes sense. Like,
I don't understand why
Well,
you're saying
you can make anything make sense.
No.
Anyone can make
sense.
anything make
No,
sense.
'cause-
Yeah,
What
you can.
doesn't make sense?
The story don't make sense.
No, look,
All right, you don't like the fact that you kill someone and go on a run, yeah? But after that, what are you saying doesn't make sense?
how did he handle the pressure? How did Daniel Kaluuya? And I keep asking about him because he seems more sane out of the two of them. She seemed a bit. Well, she's warped anyway because her mum got pushed down the stairs and died. So we know that she's a bit.
Okay, so
he seems very level.
So you're saying you
And for me, it's a bit odd for someone who's very leveled, who seems quite sensible almost. Look, what you said he has, because I didn't even pick up on the fact he hadn't drank. He seems like a very average Joe, yeah?
Yeah, he was quite chill.
To then suddenly be acting in a way that is just so far removed from what his perceived normality
how was he acting?
Because the only thing you do...
How was he? Wait,
She said,
I wanna know
let's
how he was
run.
acting.
He was like, let's go.
But he...
No,
No, at
we're
that
saying
moment...
we're saying past that
Yeah,
moment.
but even
how
about-
was he acting that
But
was
that
so
moment
far
is
just
key.
killed- you've just
That
killed a
moment's key.
policeman, but you've
no,
got
that
time.
moment's key because he wasn't acting. Because if he was acting his normal way, he probably would not have run. He probably would have said it was self-defense because of this, and this, and but he wasn't. He didn't at that moment. He had lost control, and then she took control, and she said, "Let's go."
Yeah, but even after
No.
that, when it sits, are you telling? I guess in effect, what I'm asking is, I have to kind of take what the film's giving me, and the film is giving me the impression that he doesn't really know this girl. They've only gone on one date. They've met on Tinder. Is that enough to go to basically become a fugitive, to abandon your life? Because you
Listen,
don't bring love into this. Don't bring love into this.
This has got nothing to do with love. This is. I look at it from the viewpoint that if I committed a crime and I'm scared, I'll run.
Until you die.
Well, he didn't know he was going to die. They were trying to get to Cuba.
No, but that has to be something you're thinking about. I might get
It's
caught.
either I don't want to go to jail for 25 years, so I'm on the run.
Bro, even when
That's what it is.
Let's talk
if
about
I kill someone,
petrol
I'm
station,
going to
then.
try and get away.
petrol
That's
station.
fact.
Yeah.
That's fact. I'm not handing myself in if
Yeah.
I kill a Fed. I'm trying to get out of the country. I'll tell you that now.
Hey,
if
don't
you
come
man,
to me,
if
you know.
you man
Hey,
are going to hand
let me just
yourself
make
in,
this-
But then,
that's your decision. But I'm
do you know what?
saying,
Do you know
I'm
what?
going on the run.
But then even when he saw the
Very
video of the
clearly.
incident,
Yeah.
he could have. Hang on, it's filmed.
Nah, I'm still going on the run.
I'm taking my chances.
True.
I'm taking my
I'm not
chances.
taking my chances.
I'm taking my chances.
True.
I'm
That
not
makes
taking
more
my
logical
chances,
sense.
particularly.
There was no
That
logic
makes-
to this
I didn't
film,
even
bro.
think of that.
Nah.
That makes logical
Have you
sense.
seen
That's
that
the way.
country?
No,
Have you
but
seen
you
that
can't. That's
country?
the way you think. I'm telling you, I think in this. So you can't say this is ridiculous because I would
It's a good
think
job
the
you're
exact
happily
same
married.
ring.
It's a good
I
job
would-
you're
I would
happily
think-
married.
Would you think? I don't know how you would
Because he ain't
think.
got no Tinder dates
I'm not
anytime
handing
soon.
myself in. I'm telling you that
on the
now.
run. I'm
I'm
trying
on
to
the
find a
run.
way to
I'm
run.
trying to get to Ghana or somewhere. I'm not staying in this
trying to go-
country.
I'm trying to
And
go
again,
to
people
them.
do this.
No, I'm
There's
not-
people that have been caught back home in Nigeria where they've ran away from
Yeah.
England.
No, I hear that.
So
I hear
you
that.
can't say
And
that's-
on their way,
you can't
on
say
their way,
that's
on their way to
dumb or
running, they've gone to bars and had second dates and all the rest of it.
No. There's certain scenes, but you can't say it's dumb for the premise that
from the
they've
beginning
run
it was
away.
dumb.
You
From
can't
the
say that's
beginning it was
dumb
dumb.
because people
It was
do
dumb.
that.
Okay, all right. And
That premise is not dumb.
I
Is what I'm
appreciate
saying.
that.
You can't say it doesn't make sense.
No,
It don't make sense
I
to me.
appreciate that.
It does.
No, I
To me, it
appreciate
doesn't.
that. I appreciate that. And no, I get both sides of this because, like, with everything, there are some people that wouldn't even think for a second of, but what is ridiculous about it then is even if that is your choice, the manner in which he's doing this, because it's all for her. It's all for this girl.
I
You
just
don't
can't
know
get.
this
I
girl.
just
Why is
can't
it
get
all for
over
her?
the fact.
Why
I just
Why is
can't.
it all for her? Yeah. Why do you come to that conclusion?
Because
She led
is
it.
running.
She led the show.
Yeah, she
So it is all for her.
So he's
she
doing it.
He had no say in anything.
No, she initially took control of the situation, and he went along with it.
But they weren't. He wasn't working. He wasn't.
The whole thing, them being on a run, wasn't all for her. I didn't get that.
Well,
Again.
she was the driving force behind it.
Yeah, she was the driving
And again,
force
I keep
at the
on coming.
beginning.
Do you know what? I could have accepted this film a lot more if she wasn't a lawyer. The fact that they chose her to be a lawyer, like her character was a lawyer, okay, bruv, like, and a defense lawyer as well.
Yeah.
This is right up her street. This is right up her street.
So she knows she's going to jail. That's why I.
But then she's not. But
that's
and
the
then it
whole
goes
point.
back. Then that's why I stand by my statement. She must have been a shit fucking defense lawyer.
No,
and, then
she
and she
just
was a
might
worse
know-
criminal.
she might just
'Cause
know case
ultimately,
history.
ultimately, all they went on was what, this 6-day journey to nowhere just to get gunned down by
They
the
were trying
feds.
to get to Cuba.
But they didn't.
Again,
Again,
if I commit
so you're telling me like this is why it's dumb to me because you're telling me she put more faith in this random plan that hadn't even been thought out yet because like you said, everything just happened in the spur of the moment. So this random plan that had no kind of, there was no plan. There was no plan because
Yeah, there
it
was
kind
no
of
plan,
evolved
yeah.
after
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
More than the thing that she's her profession. She put this randomness above her profession.
Yeah, because she didn't want to go to
and I'm
jail.
supposed to buy into this?
Yeah.
She didn't want to go to jail.
Yeah, and this was-
For life. She didn't want to go to
But
jail
you
for
know, she's
life.
also thinking
Nah,
that she can't. She might not even have the normal thinking process that she will
And
process that
again,
she go through.
but again,
Because
Amari,
she's-
again.
but her being in the situation actually confuses
never
her
know
normal
what you could-
behavior.
But again,
actions.
But
And
forget
this-
that. But
and
the
this
fa-
is-
she knows as a defense attorney she could be in jail 25 to life. So she's thinking
she'd be alive
I'll rather go on a run.
and die.
No,
but
she
he doesn't know she's gonna get. She doesn't know.
But she doesn't know she's going to go to jail.
Yeah,
she
but
doesn't
she-
know.
she
But again, it's
definitely-
the same. It's the
'cause
same variable.
she's going to jail.
It's still
in
unknown.
her mind. She could think the chances of me beating this case are zero. I'll rather get out of the country, and
And
that's a very plausible thought. I
another
don't
thing-
see why
yeah,
it's
but
not.
It's also equally plausible to say, oh, by the way,
but the point
this
is
my
that
this is my
if
profession.
If she
Oh,
took
wait,
that
okay, wait.
decision, I'm not going to say she's
by the way,
dumb.
and by the way, she got her uncle off of a murder charge
Yeah,
as well.
but I'm
so
saying
it's not even like she does- it's not even like she doesn't have.
left in the highway or right in the highway. If she decides to hand herself in, I'm not saying, you're
Right.
dumb.
Yeah.
Why did you hand
It's
yourself
dumb.
in? If you go on a run, I get it as well. I'm not going to say you're dumb.
She went on a
because-
run for the basis of the
because
film.
Okay,
I
but no.
see it as an equal
Well,
decision.
there's the other thing you was talking about the death penalty. they would have got the death penalty. Let's not say they was gonna go to jail for that. They was gonna die.
And
anyway.
they got the death penalty.
Right, yeah, but they got it was
And they got
on their terms.
You say,
they got
you
the
say
death penalty.
death penalty. You say death penalty, but that's not guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not
It's not
guaranteed.
guaranteed.
You telling me killing a cop,
Listen.
or being an accomplice to killing a cop?
Remember,
And
remember.
that's the point. She's a defense attorney, so
But-
she'll
but
know
remember,
case
like I said,
history. She knows
the
case
reality
law.
the reality is. Let me just load up the bomb for this.
She knows
We've
case
been
law.
giving this too much time. The reality is
Way
the
too much
reality
time.
I
is
thought this was gonna be
the reality.
easy.
The reality
That's
is
mad. That's
a
mad.
white cop has shot an unarmed black woman. So if they go to court,
Yeah,
and that is what they're going off,
yeah. Because that's what the whole world saw.
I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
they saw the cop die. Yes, they did see.
Yeah.
But what did they see first?
But what do you think?
No,
People,
hold on
what
a
do you
second.
think
But
people
to be
will
fair-
remember?
and
to be
again,
fair-
What do you think people will care
To be
about
fair, and
more?
I've just remembered because she goes for a pocket, so he would have said, "Oh, I thought she had something," but it would have later come out, and I've watched too many of these documentaries that she was unarmed. So,
Would it have come out?
Would it even been a matter?
Exactly.
You-
Some of these things.
well, let's look
Okay.
at that. Let's look at that.
We've just watched. You keep saying we've just watched Just Mercy.
Yeah.
This shit happens.
No, it does.
This was 1992. Just Mercy. You said.
No, it does. It
So this
does.
could
So
happen.
really and truly,
This
so
could
really
happen.
and truly, Jamie Foxx's character should have done a runner from early doors.
I wouldn't blame him if he did.
He really,
I wouldn't blame him if
and
he
yet
did.
he didn't.
he really wanted to. What
Look,
kind of?
look. Anyway, all right. Let's get past the
Because he hadn't even done anything.
let's get past the murder. I mean,
I can't.
all right. What else? I mean, for me, look. You know what? I might as well just tap this and then we'll just wrap it all up. Okay, I just.
Give it a 10-minute review, basically. My God.
I was, by the look of this film, by the people in it, because obviously we don't watch trailers, so I was just intrigued. I thought Daniel Kaluuya, I'm always going to sign up for anything he's attached to. Didn't have a clue where this film was going. Loved the look and feel of it, and I was very intrigued, extremely intrigued to see what would happen. And for me, this was just, what did I even write down? It was disappointing. I was drawn in, like I said, with intrigue due to the early dialogue as well. Loved the grainy, raw feel, so I was very interested. But quite soon, for me, it became very apparent what style that Melina Matsoukas was going for, and it was just too random and incohesive. I didn't connect with the message it was trying to portray, with race, with class, all of that stuff. It was an interesting way to tell a story about the racial divide in America, but personally, I think it missed the mark completely. What else can I say about it? It had the meat to be a good film, but not the potatoes, and certainly no dressing for me. Just completely over my head. For a film like that, for me to resonate, it'd have to make more sense. I'd have to be bought into these characters more, and I'd have to care about their stories, and their stories would have to but they'd have to be cohesive for me to understand, okay, cool, this is the direction we're going in. But this was literally just, I was waiting for the next random thing to happen, or another sort of black character or something that's going on in today's world to pop up and somehow make itself present in the film. One thing that was interesting, talking about Just Mercy, the area that it was in was Monroe County or something, and I noticed right at the end when they get shot, I don't know if this was just absolute coincidence, but the police cars had Monroe County on them as well.
I saw that.
So I thought that was quite interesting, but yeah, wasn't entertained. This is one of the most boring films I've seen in a while. So yeah, it's 1 star from me, man.
What star? you
1
know?
star.
Man.
And I know Giles is gonna follow it.
It is.
Of course.
You already know. You already know. It's a 1 star. Like I said,
I might have to put up my rating.
If you know savage ones there already.
like I said, for me, you say get over the murder, but the murder makes the film. Like if the murder didn't happen, then you know they wouldn't have gone on the run. And I just don't get why that was her first choice. I just don't get it. And she stuck with it.
Okay, would you prefer if she was a criminal and then they went on that maneuver?
It would. I said that. The fact they could have given her. It's almost like it's thinking about it now. It's like, yeah, if you're a black female lawyer, you're stupid because you ain't got no sense. Because the moment you get an opportunity to use.
Flip's sake.
Oh, no.
But what though?
It's true though.
But what though?
It's true.
But what?
And even no, but you know what? Even buying into Kyle's route of, you know, she's happened, she's just scared, she wants to run off. Cool, but it didn't.
It didn't make sense.
She didn't sell it. She didn't sell it. Even if that was what her character was, she didn't sell it. She didn't sell it with the dialogue. She certainly didn't sell it with when she got to her uncle's house. We didn't even get onto that situation. And it was just too random. Why would a normal guy who's just met this person, unfortunately something's occurred, you've now decided to up and everything and go on the run and go to Cuba with this person that you now happen to start... Like,
the film was like, the film was long.
Headache,
the film was a long film. It was like two plus hours.
Not even that long.
2 hours.
It's 2+ hours.
It wasn't
2 and a bit. It was 2 and a bit hours. It was about 2:10.
No, it was
about 2 hours 10.
I literally watched the runtime because it
was about 2:10.
No, it was
Anyway,
2 hours.
it was about
at
2:10.
least 2 hours.
If you'd have given me less, I mean, like I said, it was beautifully shot, but then so was Midsummer.
Yeah, but Midsummer was great as well. So
Well,
carry on.
But we don't all agree with that.
Yeah, but my law is on Midsummer.
And there's a theme emerging. But anyway, yeah.
No,
If you'd have given me less, if you'd have given me less of those beautifully shot scenes and more kind of.
No, don't get rid of them. Just give me more plausible story.
But again,
give me more character development. Give me more believable
But even
stuff.
if you'd have set up the like pre-Tinder date, you know, what? Because he might have been. We don't know. He might have been at a state in his life where actually the running away was the only thing for him to do. I could have bought it more. But the fact that wasn't, like, again, she might have been this down on her luck thing that actually had no faith in the whole judicial system and all the rest of it. I could have been like, yeah, okay, I get why. I just did not get it. I just did not get why that was what she did. And again, yes, it was, you know, they threw away the phones. They wanted to stay untraceable, but then the whole world knew who you were, and you just carried on running. Everyone saw the tape. Yes, that's your job. That's your job is to give people their day in court. And when it was your turn to have your day in court, you ran. That don't make no sense to me. 1 star. Next. Queen and Slim. Queen and Slim. Huh?
Boring and slow. Sleep time.
The thing is, you could have called it Dumb and Dumber, but we've had a film called Dumb and Dumber.
Wow. Serious?
Yeah, seriously.
You're taking it too far.
No. And like I said, I'm not gonna be like, it's a black film, so it's no. No
one here said that.
No. But again,
No, but that's what
from people that I've spoken to, and from what I've heard, because again, I heard about this film because it was out in America last year.
Yeah.
So I heard about it. That's literally after we just come back. I heard about it, and the sounds that were coming out was like, yeah, this is gonna be bad. I was looking forward to this. I was thoroughly disappointed.
when I saw the theme, I just saw Bonnie and Clyde. That's what I kept hearing. So I thought, ooh,
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. Then I see Daniel Kaluuya. I think, okay, this is gonna be serious.
I wanted to like this. I wanted it to be good.
It was good.
missed the mark completely. Anyway, 1 star. Amari, your rating.
I can't lie. So I can't give it 5.
We know it ain't 5. Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
No, if it's a 5, it's a 5.
No.
It's
It's a fire through my head right now.
a 5, it's a 5.
Don't even try it.
It's a 4. The 4
Explain why it's a 4, gone.
Well, I found the film thoroughly enjoyable. The tone, the soundtrack, the way it was shot. I liked their relationship development. You might not like the character development, fair enough, but their relationship development. Any scene with the uncle was fucking hilarious, even though it wasn't supposed to be funny. Like, you're trying to tell me. And then, no, the best scene, so we didn't even do favourite scenes, but one of my favourite scenes,
It's
right?
true. No, you're right. No.
You two didn't want to do it because it was
I wanna do a favourite scene.
That's the rule. No, the rule is you have to pick one. No, the rule is you have to pick one. I just
didn't
forgot.
want to pick one.
I just
you
forgot.
two you were so blindsided by your hate for the film, you didn't want it to pick one. So don't worry. But my favourite scene was the conversation between the dad when the dad got hit and he kept on calling his son a little bitch.
Yes, that was my favourite scene
That
as
wasn't,
well.
and then it was like, "Go call my mum a bitch." No, he's called, that's my bitch. He's like, no, I'm not talking. Don't call about my mum. I'm not talking about your mum. And I was like, man, is this how he's doing? He's got it like that. And it was like, don't worry, I got you, brother. And he did the black fist power, and I was like, oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
even
that was a lift as well.
that scene, it was funny. But again, I was looking at the intricacies of that scene. And it was when he got hit, and his son was concerned. It was like, why are you acting like a little bitch? And I took that as, again, as black men, we tell our sons, or don't show emotion. You have to be strong. I looked at that as that. So then I looked at things much more deeply than you did. Those small little interactions, I've got a whole list. We didn't get into them, but I looked at them in a completely different light. I was
you can
looking
get
at
into
things
them in your wrap up.
like that.
What was your star rating, Amari?
4.
4 stars. Cool.
4.
Carl.
I'm gonna give it 3.
Interesting. I thought he was going to give it 4.
No, but because you lot were being so negative, that's why I was trying to point out. That's why I'm trying to point out the positives. But there were some negatives, which again I didn't like the scene with the boy killing the cop. I thought that was a bit silly. Again, I felt like the film wasn't necessarily focused. It was a thriller, but then it kind of went into a drama. That they were on the run, they were being chased. There was a bit of tension, but then that kind of just disappeared. So I don't think it was consistent from that sense. But the thing I did like about it was all the small little different themes. Again, the scene in the garage about black people wanting a discount because it's a black business, but then also you feeling like the black man is trying to F you over because he knows your circumstance. I like that scene. Again, I like the scene that Amari was talking about when he's like, why are you acting like a bitch? And he's telling her, you talk to her like I talk to my bitch, but he's talking about his side bitch. There was all these little things that were going on in the film that I particularly liked, that I thought was saying a lot about our culture. Even the guy in the gas station, when he just wanted to hold the gun, the whole gun culture in America, he wanted to hold the gun. It's like, oh, what is that? He was getting excited about the thought of holding a gun. And again, that's kind of how American society is. So I was looking at all of those things. It wasn't just black, that was about gun culture. And I like the fact that, again, some of them saw them as heroes and honourable and others didn't. But there were a lot of different conversations to be had. And that's why I gave it 3 stars.
Fair enough.
How much of this gun culture did you see in the week that you spent out there?
Yeah, but I can't compare it to that. Because if we look at the facts, we look at,
They don't want to give up their guns.
No, I know, I get that. No, they have the right to bear arms.
Yeah. But I mean,
I'm just saying, as somebody who spent as much time as I have over there over the years. Okay, maybe this film's kind of centered in a particular area, but the areas that I've been in, do I see that gun culture? Probably see it more over here, to be fair.
I've
seen many documentaries. I've seen Piers Morgan.
Yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's almost like and I'm not trying to fucking sit up here with my mag hat or anything. I'm just saying, like, when people say that gun culture, at what point when you was out there did you feel unsafe?
No, I didn't at all.
It's not about unsafe, but people like to have guns
just
for no reason.
Yeah.
You look at what happened in...
But more than they do here.
Look at what happened in New Zealand.
Just hold them illegally.
Look at
the travesty that happened in New Zealand. The next day, she was that guns gone.
Banned.
America,
they'll never do it.
For it. And again,
yeah.
there's no real reason. So when I say gun culture, not necessarily that I would feel scared if I go to America, but they really feel the need that they need to have guns for some reason.
The intricacies and stuff that you've tapped on, I to be honest, some of them went over my head. Like the car park scene with the guy didn't resonate. The gun thing, I got that because he was like a weedy white boy, and then Daniel Kaluuya's gone in there. He showed him the strap, like, so he's kind of, because even him, like, he's kind of gone from again being squeaky clean to just suddenly, all right, I'm on this, so now I'm going to embrace it.
But the guy said, you don't look like a killer.
Like,
he didn't look,
out.
so that's what I'm saying.
There was no confidence about his maneuver or anything like that, so that's why it was.
That's why I like that scene, because he wasn't acting that.
It was an honest portrayal of his character, of the straight lace version that you lot see.
No, yeah, some of them I got, but yeah, it just, as a whole, it wasn't enough. I can't look at the details if the whole thing is like, put it like this, if I love using food analogies, but if someone makes you a pizza, you're not going to think of, oh, was the dough nice? Or was that mushroom in date? That tomato was a bit too sweet. You're just going to take it for what it is. And that's how I felt about the film. There were parts which I was like, this is good, or I get that, but
I feel like you and Charles wrote the film off as soon as they went on a run. It was over from that point.
No, I didn't. I wrote it off after an hour. Because I thought, let me give this enough time to see where this is going. And I didn't feel it was going anywhere strongly enough
for me,
to
if
be
the first
enjoyed.
10 minutes of the film don't make any sense to me, what, like...
But I can't buy into that because there's films like Inception. There's films that in early on, like the turn.
You can't compare Inception to
No,
this.
It's not the film I'm comparing. I'm comparing the ideology behind it. Because you're saying in 10 minutes you were like, nah, it's done.
Because the 10 minute, the plot device happened in the first 10 minutes.
But were you not intrigued to see what would happen after?
No, because their whole just the way they fled the scene, I was like, what?
And to be fair, if it had made more sense later, then you would have understood.
Exactly.
I
And
get
this is it. Just like I said, it goes back to if they change the fact that she's not a lawyer, then yeah, okay, I'm slightly more invested. If they kind of give them a bit more of a backstory than just letting them just meet in a diner randomly on a first Tinder date, I'd probably been more invested. But like they've just met. They've literally just met. They've met. They had the boring. It was a boring date. It wasn't even a great date. So there was no chemistry whatsoever. Like she was in the car on her phone, and he the reason why they got stopped was because he grabbed the phone and swerved the car. And now all of a sudden they're in cahoots after murdering something, and they're gonna run. Come on, man. I'm sorry.
Nah, listen.
Yeah.
It's a divisive one tonight, but collectively, we're going to give Queen and Slim a TMRG star rating of 2 stars.
Fairest rating I've ever heard.
And we're going out like
more than anything.
going out like that. Nah, it was. I was disappointed, very disappointed. I was expecting a lot more from.
I wanted more from.
And
it.
you want to talk about Michael B. Jordan playing the same role?
Oh,
I think we need to start looking at Daniel Kaluuya the same way.
But you know, one of his recent interviews, he's literally said, "I'm kind of tired of talking about race." Because he said, I'm tired of talking about race. Not because there's not racial issues, but I'm just more than being a black man, I'm also me.
Wow.
I don't know if that's don't say that's word for word, but
but
that's basically, and I understood everything he's saying, but he's getting typecast in those roles,
is.
right? Well, he's
He
allowing
is.
himself to be typecast. So,
Well, I hope that his next few offerings are, give me some depth, give me some other subject matters, because it's this. Not that his performance was bad.
Who is it? He's in.
but
I was
in
looking
Get
at.
Out.
He's in. Yeah, he's in. I know that. He's in Sicario. But what characters is he
Yeah,
playing
I'm
in
gonna have to
Sicario?
go back and have a look.
He is so there's Blunt and Blunt's number 2. He's basically Blunt's number 2.
Oh.
But he was too green to drain, the trip.
Okay.
If that
okay.
makes which is
yeah,
fair.
yeah. And he's in that awful film Widows as well.
I like that film.
It was awful. Listen, Widows was another one. It started off great.
I really enjoyed Widows.
It started off great, and then it just went.
I'll give that 4.
It went flaccid.
That was 4
It
stars.
went flaccid.
Oh.
4 stars.
I thought that was a really good
Listen,
film.
no.
Really good film.
Those movie review guys.
Subscribe to the podcast and stream full episodes on all major platforms.